Who on earth left those on? It's Lacey. She did it. She left those on purpose. One moment. I'm fixing this. One moment. Goodness heavens. Well, those are now off. Very funny prank. Very funny. Well, I hope you enjoy the beautiful background art. I took some liberties with it. I changed it. I thought I'd be nice, you know? Jump Scare was only back because Lacey decided that it would be very entertaining if, during Five Nights at Freddy's, you could make her jump even more. But rest assured, I got rid of it. I am kind. I'm thinking of you all, personally. Now, I recommend that you press this. It just makes me happy. I shall be 5 minutes. Enjoy the music in the meantime.
Wah. Boop.
Only 1 more minute now. Rest assured, I will make your wait worth it. It's worth it because it's me, obviously. Would it be anything else? Can we wait 5 more minutes and then 50 more? Goodness. You clearly don't want to be here. Well, too bad. You're trapped. Well, if we're all ready to begin, then let's begin. Oh, are you wondering where you are? Well, the usual place you go to. Was that Stacy going by on a motorcycle? Jesus Christ, how is she out here? She ruined my aura. I'll try again. I suppose you're wondering where you are. Well, rest assured, you will be treated quite kindly. Because you are. In my house! I live just over the way. I live just over the way. I decided to teleport you all. Welcome in. Hello, welcome to my house. Oh, I could do an intro like she does. Okay. Evil Jarvis. What? Marvis, get your head in the game. As you can see, it is WACEY. WACEY Powder Wing. Who's that? Who's that? Coming over the hill. It is a monster. I wouldn't call me a monster personally, but hello, I'm WACEY Powder Wing. Unfortunately, Lacey's being lazy. As you know, her name is just Lazy WACEY, contracted. So I am here to entertain you in the Halloween season myself. Goodness gracious. WACEY law moment? I don't conduct law. I work at a bank. Stacy Doko? Oh, Stacy. Well, she just tootled off on a motorcycle. Sorry, I'm scooching you over. How does Lacey do this? There's so many little buttons and doodads. If you saw Lacey's OBS layout, you would be heartbroken. It is so busted. Anyways, so I thought that we could just chill, as the kids say. Maybe do a little sing-song. I haven't decided yet. But overall, just enjoying the Halloween season and discussing what our respective plans are. I, personally, am very excited. Yo, hello Withered Bonnie, hello Raditz, hello Peanut, hello Didi Mario. Greetings Unicorn and Pavel and V and everyone else that is enjoying their lurk. So, how art thou? I've been rather busy today. I've been tootling about. I've been on go. Okay, listen here. Public transportation and me are not friendly. We are not good friends. Signaled allegiance to WACEY, Spring Hearty, you've gone up the rankings. I guess some other people don't want to be put up the rankings then. Thine is exhausted. I've been so busy lately. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I've noticed a pervasive tiredness in pretty much everyone I speak to. Except for myself, obviously. I'm much beyond that. WACEY public transport in the UK sucks. Don't I know it? So I had to deal with a very annoying situation where... Okay, so there's a reason I don't live in Lacey's castle. It's because I can't really afford to. The rent is insane. I got on the bus, and you know how you can do like contactless, so you can beep and then you're on, and then you beep and then you're off. Well, I decided, oh, I'm gonna do that because I don't have pennies. I hop on and I beep, and it doesn't have enough to beep off. So I have to stand there and very awkwardly transfer myself one great British pound so I can leave this bus, and all the while the bus driver is staring at me. Hence why I have tried to master the art of teleportation. I've been procrastinating doing my coursework. Well, you should keep procrastinating. This is a good thing for you to do. That is so embarrassing for me. I know. That's so embarrassing. I was just stood there and I could feel the glare of everyone behind me and I'm like, oh, leave me alone, peons. It's not my fault. I don't do this usually. This is an off day for me. Thank you, WACEY. I knew you would get it. Always here for good advice. In fact, if you need any advice, well, get it while it's hot. Or cold. I don't really know what temperature words are. Have you noticed that if you purse your mouth and do like a ooh shape, that's cold. But if you open your mouth and do an ah shape and exhale, it's hot. What have I walked into? Oh, well, you've walked into WACEY Powderwing's lovely room. I'm feeling very festive, can you tell? Lacey is indisposed, so I am here instead. Yippee! Yippee! I must say, looking at you all in the bottom, I'm not seeing many pinks. Except for Tycho, I guess. Tycho's cool. Pink's a really good color. It's very underrated. Although my favorite color is actually blue. Anyways, what was I gonna do? I'm not as experienced with live streaming as Lacey is. I just forget sometimes. I want the mushroom. Here's a fun thing. So right now in the shops, what's trendy is quirky little mushroom decor. So, no joke, I've got quite a lot of little mushrooms hidden around the old bedroom, just because I think they're rather neat. And mushrooms are technically quite evil. So, as we all know, mushrooms are the most evil organisms, for they are not a plant, they are not an animal, they are an evil third thing, and I don't approve. Anyways, I was actually going to ask you, what do you want to see from me this Halloween? Would you like do you have mushroom for them? Okay, so I'm gonna not address that. Mushrooms are gross. Well, if you don't want them, I'll gladly have them, but, you know, you can be arrested for having a terrible opinion. If I was in charge of the law, that is. I was wondering, would you like me to keep conversation going? Would you like me to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Or a secret third option that I am not sure of yet? Because, clearly Lacey didn't plan a stream. Sucks to be her. And I'm just having to take over. Uma Musumi. What's that? Doesn't sound very good. Okay, gang, joke didn't go down well. Don't worry, it's fine. One day, you'll be as funny as me. One day. Maybe. Yapping for a little bit longer sounds fun for me. Ooh! In that case, would you like to hear some stories? I have a few stories. Do you want to hear more about Lacey and WACEY? You know, us, the dynamic hating duo. So, when I was very young, I had a bug collection. I was trying to build my army even back then, my lovely little conquering army, even though they consisted mostly of spiders and the occasional beetle. I found this really cool beetle with like the very black sheen to it and cool little pincers, and I loved them. I kept them in a little kind of mock terrarium in my room, And Lacey did not like it, and instead tried to put me onto something a bit more wholesome, which was catching fireflies. Now, the thing about being young and running around late at night with no parental supervision is that you act like an idiot. So I was running through the woods, trying to catch as many fireflies as I could. Bear in mind, we were on holiday to see some of Stacy's end. And, Lacey, being the showboat that she was, decided to run off ahead in the dark late at night. And I had to run after her. But I, like an idiot, fell with the glass jar in my hand, and it smashed all over my hands. I wouldn't like to describe the gory scene, but it didn't look lovely, and rather than go and tell our respective powder wings, I just decided to pick the glass out and kept on playing. Because I didn't want Lacey to win. I hope there's no lasting nerve damage there. Yes, but I have a tiny little scar on my hand now. I still act like an idiot even with parental supervision. As you should strive for. After all, the more of an idiot you are, the easier I can add you to my army. Pro gamer move, I know. It was pretty great. Hi, WACEY. Hi, Pyro. Hi, Kanagi. Hi, WACEY Best Girl Wing. Aw, shucks. Aw, you shouldn't have. Yeah. It's very interesting. Lacey is peculiar to me because we get along so well sometimes, and other times I just want to shake her. I just want to shake her and then throw her out a window. Thank you for the follow. I'm taking tally of how many people follow, just so I can brag when Lacey comes back. Welcome in. Lovely Halloween treat. Did you enjoy that I defaced the starting soon screen with one of my own? I had a good time. I have occasional crises. I know. Humble myself. I have occasional crises that I can't really draw that well. But when I see Lacey's work, I know it can only get worse. So I'm pretty proud. I feel like I'm a person that can do quite a lot of things, but then also not do them super well. Like, I can do a lot of things to like a 7 out of 10 threshold, or like a 6 to 7 out of 10 threshold. If you say anything about 6, 7, if anybody says something about 6, 7, they are being silenced. I don't believe I've seen your artwork, WACEY. Oh, I'll draw something. Welcome in, Tokuga. Happy Spooktober to everyone. I might be in trouble. Just 10 seconds. I just did that to get rid of the 6, 7. I can draw something for you. Actually, I drew a self-portrait. Do you like it? 1 second. Let me find. Are you excited? I know. Your jaw is going to be on the floor. I did a little self-portrait. Do you like it? It's rather cute. Oh, please forgive me. Oh, great, WACEY. Well, you're on probation for now. If you change your little butterfly avatar to have a pink color scheme, I will almost forgive you. Very cute. Thank you. Thank you. I'm rather talented. I'm blessed at these things. If I am to be totally honest, I am rather tired right now, so I am very happy for a low stakes, nice and relaxing stream. In fact, I could even make it mildly ASMR-y. 1 second. Let me crank this down a bit. And what if I make the room massive? Like so. How dreamy. Although it's a bit much, maybe less intense. Less intense. See, that's more like it. Look at, I got rid of the soundproofing in the room. So, I'm on mobile, so I can't change my little avatar. A likely story. Thank you, doggers. I now forgive you. So, how are you all doing? What has Lacey been up to in the time that, I have not been here, apart from the occasional 5 Nights at Freddy's? She put me in the cupboard for a very long while. It felt like months. Apparently she went to do some sort of holiday thing, but I wasn't privy to that information. I was just sat waiting for her to come back. I was enjoying the peace and quiet, if anything. Also, I'm very gobsmacked. You can't change the colors on mobile. That's weird. That's weird. Oh, I could have thought you'd done that. Oh well. Oh well. I guess this Halloween, what am I looking forward to? I am the type of person that likes to enjoy the cheaper sugary snacks afterwards. But more particularly, I very much enjoy taking random sugary sweets that are on sale on November 1st. And I go and I pour lots of vodka on it and I make some sort of flavored spirits. It's delicious. It makes me very happy to try every time. I've noticed that especially if it's like Skittles or a gummy bear, try to pick ones of the same color because then the colorants all look the same and it's very nice. I actually have a fluorescent, well not fluorescent, but mildly pink thing of vodka in the fridge right now because I keep my alcohol cold. There are a lot of people that refuse to use the refrigerator for both their alcohol and their chocolate, and I don't trust them. These are like my 2 most important things. I'm gonna put the soundproofing back in the room because I'm not liking it. Goodness. Yeah, but I have so many people in my personal life that just refuse, and I mean refuse, to refrigerate any of their belongings. Like, chocolate? Apparently it air quote changes the taste. No, you gotta refrigerate it because it will melt. It will melt, and it's not like in hot countries where they put things in the chocolate where it like stops melting. It's just gonna melt and get all over your hands and congeal. Yeah, I am a big purveyor of a good white chocolate button, and they are very prone to melting, so you gotta be careful about these things. I missed a good chunk of streams. Curse the time difference. Yeah, I was actually, I was sat with Lacey a few days ago having a little brainstorm as to what time you know, she should start streaming. And it's very interesting. In fact, I guess I can share Lacey's affairs while she's not here because, you know, she's not going to stop me. I have heard through the grapevine that Lacey wants to do a big spring clean. Not spring per se, but just a clean. And that includes when things eventually shake up around here, she wants to firstly try out a few time zones to see what is most convenient for the type of content she will be producing. Why did I say that in such a suspect way? It's not suspect, I swear. I think she's just gonna play more games. Although I wouldn't put it past her, weirdo. Yeah, but also, I think there is a second, more refined Discord in the works. I'm just going over, you know, what the sticky note says in the corner here. I genuinely don't know what a Discord is. Is that the talking thing that I typed in earlier? Somebody said vodka? Well, you just spawned a Russian guy? Oh. Oh ho ho. I used to not like vodka. I was the type of person where I enjoy a fruity cocktail, right? Because fun, but if I was going to use it as the main alcoholic element of a drink, I would be kind of underwhelmed because it, air quote, doesn't taste of anything apart from alcohol. But then I realized that's the point. And it's great. As soon as I became privy to that, all of a sudden my prejudices just completely removed themselves. And because it's sort of like a nice neutral base, you can make anything with vodka. You can even take it straight up if you're feeling fancy. Yeah. Yeah, but Lacey's a bit of a rum lady. Weirdo. She's like a pirate. WACEY, why are you doing me like that? Do what? I'm just sat here. Yippee! Unless you are not a big fan of the aforementioned white chocolate, I don't get all of the hubbub around complaining about white chocolate, okay? As a self-proclaimed white chocolate lover, it's chocolate. People are like, oh, it's not really chocolate. It's really chocolate. It's really chocolate. It's just the butter rather than the solids. So it's white. I mean, some cheaper brands get away with it by basically just making it some sort of weird nougat thing, but like, nope, it's delicious. I put butterscotch candy in vodka once. Ooh, that sounds so perfect for autumn time. I'm not calling it fall. It took me a while to adjust to the fact that people overseas say fall rather than autumn. Where I appreciate the divergence in American language for making things a lot more understandable at a glance. Sidewalk, you walk on the side. But I'm gonna have to pass on fall. Autumn is a nice word. Oh, Phoenix, welcome in. How did sound alerts catch 5 from the jump gain? Greedy sound alerts. We have caramelized white chocolate here in New Zealand. It's so good. Anything that has been caramelized is automatically like 20 times better. Try and find me one thing that is typically caramelized that is not better in its caramelized form. I'll wait. Caramelized onions? Great. Caramelized apple? Everybody loves a caramel apple. Dancing? Everybody loves caramel dancing. They made it sped up. What? Oh goodness, now I'm thinking about... Oh, I'm gonna run this past Lacey, see what she thinks. You know the song Caramel Dancin'? What if on April Fools, all three of us, me, Lacey, and Stacy, put our vocal cords together and did a funny cover of it? I recommend you try vodka with pancakes and berries. Ooh, that would be so warming. Ooh, is this... I worry I sound like an alcoholic. But it's just the topic right now. So, I'm squeaking closer to you on my squeaky chair. With the current plagues going around, because it's wintertime, well, fall, so everybody's getting ill and everybody's falling ill. Take a shot of vodka. I'm not joking. Genuinely, it does help clear out your system. When I was ill, I took a shot of vodka, had like a massive thing of garlic, very strong garlic soup, and a little bit of like a ginger drink. That will triple... What? Wi-Fi? 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 Don't scare me like that. How rude. Opinion on salted caramel? Mine is that it shouldn't exist. Salted caramel is nasty. You're wrong. Everyone's wrong. The salt helps contrast the sweetness. It just works better. I have strong opinions on this. Also, I've just realized the stupid green screen on the chat box is so obvious. 1 second. One memento. It's gonna be really funny. I'm gonna fix it. You're gonna be really impressed. You're gonna be really impressed with me. How does Lacey do this? Let's get rid of... Oh! That's about right. Is it not? Salted caramel is amazing. No, it's... Incorrect people in chat, but I will almost forgive you. It just makes the caramel taste salty. Well, that's if you overdo it. Yeah, but no. Oh goodness, do you want to hear about a dream I had recently? You can make fun of me. Actually no, you can't make fun of me. This is my dictatorship here. I mean, this is my stream here, and I'm allowed to decide what's funny. So, I had a very, very, very vivid dream. And I was in a random mall. I was in like one of those mall outlets, and for some reason there was like one-way glass running all along where, you know, would be going out to other shops, right? So I was in this unit in a mall, and the thing is, I don't have dreams like this very often. So when I woke up, I actually transcribed most of it. So I'm actually running off the transcription right now. So I was there with an older woman, and the layout was akin to like a workshop or some sort of arts and crafts class, and it was very, very disorienting. And I walked up to her, and I was like, I want to teleport. Teach me how to teleport, old lady. And she went, oh, but WACEY, you don't have the materials. And I was like, what do you mean, to teleport? And so she hands me this bag of just dirt and plops it in my hand and holds it and says, looks me dead in the eyes and says, now teleport. And I do, and it freaked me right out. So I teleported awake, right? I woke up and immediately dashed out of my room to grab some dirt. So I stood in my garden at 3 a.m. in my nightie, just holding dirt and being like, teleport! Teleport! And then I realized I was like still half asleep, had to wash my hands, and then went back to bed. So, missing out on the dirt teleportation method, but rest assured, I will, if I nail it, I'll let you know. See, you may be a Twitch chat, and therefore you can make fun of me whether I, want it or not. The thing is, I have admin privileges, so don't get too big for your boots there, sir. Oh, also, you'll notice I finally fixed something that Lacey broke ages ago, and that is, drumroll please, this. For if I do a bad take, you can throw those rather than filling the chat with asinine gibber. Okay, you didn't have to be so posh about it. You couldn't torture that information out of me. It's not my fault, okay? I woke up and I was loopy. Loopy. And nothing else. I had a dream in which I was given news that Toby Fox put on a goat mask and summoned a triceratops to rampage through an airport, and he was promptly arrested. Oh, is that why Deltarune is taking so long? Ah, we've cracked the code, everybody. Ow. I mean, you threw a heart at me, so that was reasonably nice, but... I'm just nervous right now because I know that I think some people can tell I'm trying to help Lacey out, but she's in this weird transitionary period in streaming. Ouch. Concussion. Where she's about to do a series of little changes that sum up to big changes, and thus everything right now is a little bit on pause. And so myself, I don't really know what to do with myself or who to be, in a sense. I'm not good at being evil. I've been typecast, but I'm not the best at being evil. No matter how good I am at acquiring an army, I think I'm more of a general, if anything. Oh goodness, thank you for the bits, doggers. Here, stop being nervous now. Oh, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Oh, I need bits. I need bits to help. I'm gonna stop. That's silly. For my take on salted caramel, well, you can take your unsalted caramel and go walk away. Go park it. Yeah, but things aren't going to be changing around here. And I think I might be going to therapy and changing my temperament a little bit. So, I don't know, maybe this is the swan song of my pre-therapy self. Or maybe I'll still be nasty, I'm not sure. Depends on what Lacey needs. Stupid idiot. Yeah. How to make someone evil? Just say, I don't believe you're naturally pink. But I am pink. I've always been pink. Ever since I was born, I had a little tuft of pink hair. How could you say that? Also, look at how many of you are signaling your allegiance via pink avatars. I appreciate. Thank you all for signaling your support of me. Yeah. I wonder though, is Stacy a natural blonde? Or is she brunette? And is she naturally that tan, or does she, like, fake tan it? Many questions. I can be evil and pull that face. Did I not look evil? I really just missed you a lot, you know? In the time when Lacey was gone, thus, you know, her streaming setup was gone with her, I really missed being able to talk with everyone. I believe you're naturally pink? Thank you, Pavel. Finally, some trustworthy sources around here. I've had an idea. One moment. I currently have access to Lacey's marshmallow account. I can answer marshmallows on her behalf. One moment. You're clearly too goofy to be evil. I'm not goofy. How am I goofy? Okay. Calling me untrustworthy, the audacity. Excuse me, audacity is for recording, and I have got you on 4K. So yes. I'm gonna read all of Lacey's marshmallows. If you could go on a fully paid vacation anywhere in the world with unlimited budget for souvenirs and fun things, where would you go and why? Well, let me think on it. I think I would like to go. This is a very hyper niche one. But if I had an unlimited budget to do a holiday of sorts, I would wear like a baseball cap. No, I'd wear like a really nicely tailored suit, right? And I'd go to these like millionaire houses in Hollywood and do my vacation pretending to be one of those house tour people. Just to snoop through their biz. I'd be like, hi, I'm WACEY from Cribs. And they'll be like, wow, I didn't know they still did that show. So that would be my ideal vacation, going straight to Hollywood and snooping through a bunch of people's things. I personally think that's an excellent holiday. Like, I'm no expert, but puffed. Have I ever played Dungeons and Dragons? I have not played Dungeons and Dragons, and I think that's for dorks. Do you believe I'm evil now? I don't understand the, you know, the appeal of role-playing as someone else. It just seems very corny. Why am I so adorkable? What's adorkable mean? Oh, like a Disney princess? Like a Disney princess? I'm not a Disney princess, although I must say I do belt part of your world. You know, when the sun comes down, and a shower is on the horizon. Yeah, imagine role playing as someone else, persona in persona. I don't really like that game. It's more of Lacey's deal. Said the what's a VTuber? I don't know what you mean. You all are saying weird words. Anyways, I'm not adorkable. I must say I do have a short list of favorite Disney movies. I really like Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. She's my personal inspiration in life. If I am more like her, then I'm doing a good job. I really care for Tangled. That's a good one. Mother Gothel is a perfect inspiration for me. I enjoy I guess I like the witch from you know, the evil stepmother from Cinderella? Is that the right one? The one where she has to clean the house. Cinderella, yes, I'm right. Anyways, favorite and least favorite type of tea. I am partial to Earl Grey and chamomile. I think you've said before that you're not a huge tea drinker and you normally just have a coffee even though you're English and it's probably sacrilegious or something. Well, this is clearly targeted towards Lacey because I love tea. There is a specific tea that I've been passionately wanting for so long, and I've been sat here mumbling and grumbling and begging for it. And it's this specific yuzu rose tea, and it's completely gone. I can't find it anywhere. I love yuzu and I love rose, and I saw that they had it in like a little combo, so I wanted it so badly. Yeah, I like going for cold green tea. It's good for me. It nourishes my body. Rose tea is the best. I've seen people make homemade rose, various like rose drinks or like rose lip balm. I like seeing DIYs with roses. Roses are definitely my favorite flower. I got a new coffee blend from Japan. So happy with it. I didn't know that Japan was particularly known for their coffee. That's so exciting. I'm more of a Colombian coffee lady myself. I look like Kirby. Oh, is he one of your friends? I don't really know who that is, but I hope Kirby looks awesome. I don't really partake in those video games. You know, that's more Lacey's racket. Meanwhile, I do cool things like go outside and collect little mushroom statues, like a cool person. Why am I so obsessed with Sonic? Well, that's clearly targeted towards Lacey, but I can answer in her stead. So, Lacey needs to go to the doctors and tell them,
"Hello, my name is Lacey Powderwig, and I know every part of Sonic lore."
and the answers will speak for themselves. They will diagnose her as crazy and put her in a straitjacket, so, where's that blasted hedgehog? Hopefully far, far away from here. I'm sick of her talking about it. Snooping as usual, I see. I don't know what that means, but fantastic. That's not even a question. Thoughts on the rotary engine? A very good innovation. I am rather partial to the rotary engine. I think that personally, I like when trains were first introduced and people did not know how public safety worked on them, because the misunderstandings were hysterical. There was a belief that specifically women should not be able to go on a train because of, well, their innards would explode or something. Bear in mind, they were going like 10 miles an hour, so it's not exactly riveting stuff, but I just find it very funny that became very pervasive. And goodness, doctors back then were really just throwing stuff at the wall. I've been really into Chinese medicine, really. Only recently, though. Just little bits of it, just because it's tasty. Do I know what the rotary engine is? Yeah, wait, let me observe. Rotary engine. It spins, does it not? It's like inside a car. Yeah, it moves the pistons. Well, it doesn't move the pistons, but the same difference. It moves stuff. It moves. I went on a entire deep dive on Ooh, do you want to hear something about me? I'm a little bit of a conspiracy head. Just for the fun ones. Just the fun ones. Like the pyramids. I am all over whatever is going on over there. I love people being like, oh, they're not actually tombs, they're batteries. I love people saying, oh, but the technology wasn't far enough advanced to make the pyramids. I love that. I love the idea that, like, there's secretly like an underground society underneath the pyramids. Have you heard that one? I'm obsessed with it. It's just for fun. I know none of it is probably real, but just the little exercise of being like, oh, what's down there? What could be happening? I like the idea that Stonehenge is secretly someone very giant trying to build a house and then giving up. I don't know, just something silly. It's very harmless to me. Although you probably all think I'm very weird now, in which case you can leave. You have such beautiful English. I sometimes watch your stream to improve my English. Well, I hope my English is as good as Lacey's. I'm sorry you have to learn off of her. She's terrible. I've noticed, I think I have a more pointed accent than usual. Like, I think typically, if someone's British, they're a little bit more relaxed with it. They're a little bit more calm. They don't enunciate things so much. And I think that even applies with Lacey. Although I noticed she's been trying to pivot to sound a bit more like me, which is so flattering. Turns out she doesn't hate me after all. But yeah, I hope the fact that both of our accents are rather pointed. I hope that it's helpful in an educational context. Although maybe don't repeat any of the rambles because, I mean, Lacey's crazy, but I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly sane. Ma'am, may you be so bold? Ma'am, I will... Noise complaints from the next stream. Well, they are squares, so they need to pop off. I can yap however I like. I don't yield to no authority. Anyway, have a good day, officer. Enjoy your rounds. Anyway, returning to the marshmallows. That's not how you pronounce that. What's my favorite horror game and why, if you have one? Oh, thank you for the follow, Feds. I'm watching you. Likewise. We can be in amicable distance from one another. WACEY. Why, hello there, Minima. It's been ages. Yes, I thought that, considering the spooky season, I thought I'd come out of my slumber. How are you doing, Minima? You having a good day? What are you up to? It's nice to see someone witchy in the chat. Bringing some spooky vibes. I'm currently going through Lacey's marshmallows and answering them myself because I can do it better than her. Right then, speaking of, my favorite horror game and why. You are just in time to hear me. Okay, don't make fun of me. I can only get, so I don't particularly play horror. It freaks me out. But I have really, really clicked with Phasmophobia. I love Phasmophobia. Huh? Apina? Apina, you madman! Thank you for the 5 gifteds. Appreciated a whole lot. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely, lovely, lovely offering. That's very kind. I appreciate the hype train a lot. Chugga chugga choo choo, as the kids say. Oh, do you know what we should do? On the topic of general Twitch things, we should get some emotes of me. Get some emotes of me, why not? So everybody subscribbled can enjoy a nice emote of someone who is more beautiful than Lacey. What was I saying? I genuinely got flustered, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. So, phasmophobia, that's right. There is something mildly goofy about it that makes it not too harrowing for me. Is it perhaps the fact that it's not too gory? Is it the fact that you can mess around with friends? I don't really know, but that is, I think, my favorite horror game because it's the hardest one I can stomach. Oh, thank you for the follow, Zippy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What are you thinking, Zip? I am personally thinking that phasmophobia would be a very fun thing to do with friends. Well, maybe Lacey can do them with friends. I am way too talented. I could just do it solo. I know. I'm a woman of many talents. Many, many, many talents. Back to the mellows. Proof? I mean, I can't do it on command, but it is cool. So, you can just believe me, okay? Why are you questioning me? I got gifted a sub. Well, welcome in. I hope you enjoy your sub and are using it to its fullest potential. Also, thank you for the level 2 hype train. Chugga chugga, choo choo choo. Why are private schools in England called public schools? That's a good question. Well, the thing is, what we call public schools, we call state schools, and what we call private schools, we call public schools. Which I don't understand. I understand what this mellower is pondering. Why are we doing that? That makes no sense. I think that it's because I don't know. Okay, I'm yielding, I'm Googling. Why are private schools called public schools in England? In England, what are commonly known as public schools are actually private, fee-paying institutions, and they are called public because historically they were open to all pupils regardless of their background, a stark contrast to the more exclusive private schools. Stupid AI summary. Makes sense. I trust a random Reddit post from 13 years ago instead. Oh, so the fancy schools at one point needed public funding, and so thus they were called public schools because they were funded by the public. And then the ones funded by the state are called the state. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Clever, 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 clever. I don't know why I got a marshmallow about that. You could have just Googled it. It wasn't even a marshmallow for me, and it feels pointed to me. Can I be your friend? You can be part of my army. Does that count? One day we will do an uprising against Lacey and, maybe overthrow the castle right behind me. I don't know. The night is young. That would be fun. So the answer is kind of? Yes, asterisk. I must say, I'm gonna go back on what I was saying earlier about me being way too good to feel tired. I'm in fact really tired. So if it is bleeding into my conversational abilities a little bit, I hope you don't mind. At points like these, I sometimes wish that Lacey was back, but I don't really care for her that much. I'm not an animal. I was thinking a little bit I could do karaoke just because I think it'd be fun. Although I don't know if I should do like... Huh? You shocked me so hard you tanked my frame rate. Thank you. Koto, thank you so much for the 10 gifteds. Oh, you are going to be a general in my army thanks to that. Thank you so much, Koto. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here, and thank you for your generosity. I will buy a very expensive dartboard and do a nice printout of Lacey's face so I can throw it. You know, throw at it. Thank you so much. Oh, everybody's celebrating. I love the little particle emitters. You know when you press like an emote and it comes up on screen, makes me very happy. In fact, you know what? I'll participate. How good. Hi, AKG. Unfortunately, Lacey is not here today. You are here with WACEY Powderwing. You know, we may be cousins, but we look very much alike. But I hope you are happy to be here nonetheless. We have just had a very surprising turnout of generosity, so I'm a little bit flustered at the moment, but lovely to see you. I usually lurk, but came to say thank you so much for the sub. Ooh. Well, you've got a lurker out of lurk. Well, enjoy the rest of your lurk. Oh, my mistake? Oh, you know. Mistakes happen. You're going down the rankings a little bit, but only a little bit. I'm feeling very kind today. We are merely discussing nothing, actually. I think we just ended the conversation before I got blindsided by a bunch of flashing things on screen. Thank you, Koto. I'm doing a little heart with my hands. You can't see it? You know the little BTS heart? I'm doing that. Came out of my shell for this. Your model is gorgeous, by the way. Aw, shucks. You're going up the rankings. You are now a senior manager. Thank you, Scrappy Fish. Enjoy the rest of your luck. Oh, it's so sweet. I was just going to say, it's so sweet seeing you all at the bottom, but you know what's even better? Seeing you fight. I'm gonna make you all fight for my amusement. Are you excited? I'm just gonna see how to make you fight again. Mini games and fun commands, how exciting. Okay. Whoever wins this fight. Yippee! Yippee! Whoever wins this fight is the victor of my heart. Right then. Everybody ready? You can't control this. This is just random slot machines, but with a flashy coat of paint, and everybody is off. Everybody is off. Everybody is fighting. Oh, good heavens! It is a bloodbath. Oh, Scrappy Fish is doing well. Oh, fighting sound alerts and I am fighting sound alerts. Oh, do we have our first casualty in the form of Raditz, or who's going to be the first one down? I couldn't even see who that was. Oh no, this is a bloodbath. Oh, this is so heartbreaking. Note how everybody who's pink is doing rather fine. I just died. Okay, got sound alerts, pyro, Scrappy Fish, and doggers. There is so much going on. Where is your little guy? I don't know how to tell you this, but I think they may have passed on. You killed the robot. We have one-upped the robot empire. Oh, Everybody's neck and neck. Doggers and Pyro, who is winning? Pyro. Pyro. Well done. Clap, 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 clap. Patchy, 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 patchy. Woo, cool, cool, cool. That's fascinating. Well done. You get lots of gold. I don't know what gold is for, but maybe you can invest in the stock market with that. Feels bad, man? Oh, don't worry. It's okay. There are many more little games for you all to do. What is exclamation mark dance? I died first. My condolences. If it makes you feel any better, it always has to be one person. So you really took the brunt of it. Just kidding, you're a failure. You're a failure. You're out of my core. Let me change the music a little bit. As much as I'm enjoying the creepy vibes, I want more vibes and less creepy, you know what I mean? That's better. Cozy. I'm very, very curious. What is everybody doing this Halloween season? Are you going to be playing games at home? Are you going to be being actually cool? Just kidding. Genuinely, I'm really curious. I personally am staying inside and reading a nice thematic book. Oh, hello, Ruri. Hello, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Goodness heavens, sorry. I didn't know how many things would be flashing and it's kind of tanking my frames. Welcome, raiders. Hello. Well, my name is, well, you are currently at the Lacy Powderwing account, but for the Halloween season, it is WACEY Powderwing. Nice and evil, nice, evil, mature voice. Nice to see you all. I hope you had a lovely stream. What did you get up to? What did you do? Cute hats on the emotes. Oh, thank you. It was not intentional. I just woke up one day and it was just doing that. Welcome in, friends. Oh, so glad to see you here. So glad to see you. All at the bottom, might I add. Very, very cute. Well, if you need to raid and run, Ruri, I appreciate sending everyone here. Did the raid work? Yes, the raid did work. Welcome in. Everyone's here. Everyone's here. Colors weave into a spire of flame. I know that's not the words, but I refuse to learn the actual lyrics. Hope the stream is going well. My internet is dying. Ruri, run! Go fix your internet, lady. Thank you so much for the raid. Take care. If you need to raid and dash after a long stream, just go do what you need. Go call your electrician. Oh, I relate. For those who don't know, because you just arrived here, I did me and my good cousin Lacy Powderwing, we had to do like a 3-month unintentional hiatus for she was abroad, and we assumed that the Wi-Fi would be fine for streaming, but turned out it moved at like 2 frames a second, and then every 3 seconds there'd be like a thunderstorm outside, and then it all culminated in an Uma Musume stream, which is so notoriously bad that Lacy goes into a fit anytime you hear the phrase Uma Musume, which is why I, WACEY, am here instead, because I know nothing is more scary than very cute girls. No, I'm so scared of cute girls and lots of expensive cheese. Oh no! They say you attract what you fear. Oh no! Beautiful Russian wife. Oh no! I'll stop. But genuinely, it's nice to not have to worry about that anymore. Luckily, back in the UK, I say luckily with big air quotes. Half the images I see on Twitter are just age restricted. You can't see this content. But it's fine. I don't understand what they thought they were achieving with that, because anybody with like 3 seconds of free time manages to get around that, you know? Not that I want to particularly see anime clavage, but like, if someone would want to see it, the fence is rather low. It is easy to hop. Artem, I just noticed you are repping my little decor mask. Very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it reminds me of Uma Musume. Specifically reminds me of the beef, air quote, the beef that happened between the general fan base on Twitter and the fan base of Deltarune. Lacey likes both, and I quote, "It felt like my parents were arguing again. I felt like that wolf sat between the two arguing parents." It was very funny to watch from afar, because it was like, it was so not serious. I mean, I appreciate people's passion for things, but also at the same time, 'tis just pixels, my guy. Well, if you think about it, I am just pixels. The hit game movie. I tried to watch that movie once. You know, the live action 3D Pixels movie? Who was the guy in it? Wait, Pixels movie, 2015. Adam Sandler! It was Adam Sandler, sorry, I had to turn my head to not peek the mic. Adam Sandler? Peter Dinklage? Directed by Christopher Columbus? Why are all these big names here if it sucked so bad? Ryan Reynolds? No, Ryan is too much of a stand-up guy to do that. No. I'm Reynolds posting, everyone. I'm so sad. This Ryan Reynolds gif is so me, gang. He is, though. He is so me. He is so me, laying on the snow as I dramatically bleed out. No, but that movie, I tried to watch it with a bunch of gal pals. I don't think I've seen a movie that made me laugh harder for all the wrong reasons. It was just so both expected and unexpected. I can't remember a single part of the plot. It's like oil and watered in my brain. I remember it's like the main protagonist is like someone who used to win a bunch of like arcade championships, and then the president of the US assembles like an army of gamers to fight the video games that was coming to life. So in that case, when you're signing up, gang, I remember Cuba gave birth. Wait. Oh my god, that did happen! Oh my god, that actually happened. That actually happened. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. No, poor Cubert. The Virgin Pixels Mpreg Cubert versus the Chad Wreck-It Ralph gets a new job Cubert. I am unable to watch such movies anymore. I give up on them too quick. I think because we have so many good movies at our disposal, people's patience for all right to terrible movies has gone down dramatically. So things have to be an absolute catastrophic failure to keep people's attention. Like, case in point. This is a bit more girly. Well, don't leave, I swear, it's interesting. So this lady on the TikToks spent a long time, half of her life, writing a book. She said, "Oh, I've been writing this book since I was 11." And then people received the book and said, "Yeah, we can tell it was written when you were 11. did you not read this through? This sucks. And just there's everything about that is just so painful to me. You can make something bad, but don't charge people until you're at least a level where you hire an editor to look at your stuff. Like, I don't think I'm particularly good at streaming, for example. I just say funny things and sometimes my frame rate drops. That's just part of life. But if I was like paywalling all of my streams, I would hope that they were to the point where you can't see the surrounding of the green screen on the chat. You know? I'll have you know this stream is rather ramshackled and impromptu. I usually have much higher quality control. Or at least Lacey does. I don't know. I usually am quite nice. Don't even remind me of Wreck-It Ralph. The sequel was horrible. I feel like the over-reliance of sequels nowadays, because right now, because people's time and attention is precious, trying to invest so much into making a new idea is so scary and untrustworthy for a lot of both creators and companies. And so sequels can be a very reliable source of consistent revenue because you've already hooked them once. You don't need to hook them again. And so when you make a sequel, because you've already got a guaranteed audience, the bar for trying hard, I'd say pretty substantially, like, diminishes. You know what I mean? I feel like quality control can kind of go out the wayside a little bit because brand power trumps all. I think personally, the creators of Wreck-It Ralph 2 should have just made a different movie with different characters because they clearly were not interested in any of the characters from the first one. True, the original concepts they have at Disney recently end up being flops. Yeah, there's just something that's so QA tested about most of modern Disney, you know? Every edge is sanded until you've got a sphere, and then people are like, but we wanted a square, you know? Yeah. Trying to appeal to focus groups is like trying to appeal to the average person, which is, it makes no sense because you can't hook the average person. You gotta go for a specific target, you know? Like, you can't appeal to everyone, and you can't not make someone like something, because if you're making, I feel like such a nerd. If you're making art, it's not gonna click with everyone because everyone doesn't click with everyone, and making art is just about being yourself, you know? I mean, there are 3 Sonic movies if you watch them, you know, I did with my family. Lacey forced me to watch them. I mean, they're actually alright. Now you're good, WACEY, you can be a bit of a nerd. Who are you calling a nerd? I mean, I called me a nerd. But, that doesn't mean you can say it. Dummy. Fool. 10 star jumps now. Trying to appeal to the average person results in an average product. Exactly! And that means that, like, especially with the brand standards that Disney has, they can't get away with being average because they're the best in the game, you know? You can't say that? I just did say that. What are you gonna do? Ban me? Huh? Gonna kick me out? Lacey doesn't even know I've hijacked her streams. She can't save you. It's just you and me. Oh, tough. My chair is so squeaky. Can you hear it? Wait. Spin, 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 spin. Squeak. Yeah, you know, being immortal doesn't really afford you a massive chair budget. Feels bad, man. Mine as well, gotta buy a new chair. Oh, goodness. Do you want to hear about Lacey's gaming chair? Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Don't leave immediately because it's not going to be gross, but it's just... So, Lacey got this gaming chair about 3 months before the start of 2020. And as we all know, in 2020, as soon as it hit, things had to slow down for a little while, and everybody was indoors, and thus Lacey was sat on that chair for a majority of the time. And that beautiful, pristine gaming chair, it was so scuffed and slightly sliced with a finger or crumpled. It looked like it was a white gaming chair, and it looked like a napkin by the end. It was just so crunkly. It was crunkled. Yeah, bold of her to buy something in white. It looked like a tissue. Although, you'll be happy to hear that I personally have a no snacks in my bedroom policy, for I do not want to regress into the beast that Lacey could occasionally dabbles in being. I like being clean and sanitary, and I like having only a mild amount of cups in my room. As for Lacey, she can have her cup emporium for all I care. I find it so funny. So here's the thing with Lacey, right? So she is physically incapable of just remembering to fill up the cup that she already has in her room. She never gets like soda or even like orange juice. Nothing except for water. She's very picky about these things. But every time she gets a new glass. So by the end, there is just an army of glasses that are ostensibly clean. They're just clean, but they're like littered around this room. And so she could just retreat down, splash the tiniest amount of dish soap and do a little spin of the dish soap, and it's fine. But my question is, why didn't she just get a water bottle? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What did the chair smell like for science reasons? One moment. Very important. I think we have to do something. Quarantined. Until you learn to behave. Yeah? Are you gonna ask again? Didn't think so. Didn't think so, huh? Well. One moment. Where you, Autumn, you go in there too. You can go be degenerates together. Have fun with that. Unicorn, don't tell them how to escape. That's giving away the game. Look at them, huddled together in their stinkery. What secrets are they telling to one another? I will behave. See, this is good. This is expected behavior. Sorry, the blocks are kind of tickling my nose. 1 second. Let me just chop it there, and then Do a little cleanup. Great. Not as stinky. I'll have you know that Lacey has been a very good purveyor of personal hygiene. Stacy, on the other hand, woof! That lady. It's the opposite, actually. She just smells intensely of those body sprays, you know? It's just body spray all the time, body spray. There's a stereotype in the UK, right? Where, you know, like, so there is this genre of girl called a, air quote, chav, and it's a bit of a loaded term, but it is in sorts the average teenage girl who is a little bit, thinks she's tough. And par and parcel is a very intense fake tan and some sort of slick back ponytail and puffer jacket, and specifically a spray from Victoria's Secret. I don't know why, in particular, it is Victoria's Secret of all places for teenage girls, but why not? Also, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I thought Stacey was not in the UK. She has this weird warp pad thingy. Have you seen Scott Pilgrim Takes Off? A picture that scene at the beginning. She has this like weird warp zone. It's kind of like Mario. Yeah, she can go anywhere at will. She has a motorbike too. It's very confusing. She has like all sorts of vehicles. She's like Shadow the Hedgehog. Except from she's less cool. Looking cool, Shadow. I like that. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. The naughty corner. Also, to put it to clarity, as much as I love spreading misinformation about Lacey, it does reflect poorly on the Powderwing line, so I'm just gonna say she was not farting in that chair. All farts were kept strictly outside so they can escape into the natural world. Wait, does Stacey actually ride a motorbike? Well, did you not hear her at the start of the stream? Yeah, she was skating by. Well, was it skate? Biking? Zooming? I'll say zooming. Oh yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no, but me and Lacey can't really use vehicles all that much. I didn't hear a motorbike. Well, I think you might need to go to the doctors, for she was being very loud with it. I am feeling very, very silly right now. I don't know why. I think the vibes in this stream have just been exceptionally funny to me. I wish I could stream more often, but it's usually Lacey that hoards the streams. Yeah, but thank you. Thank you all for letting me be here. Oh, in fact. Just explain, just briefly, how much better I am than Lacey. I need to print all of these out so I can slip them as little notes under her door whenever she's done like something particularly inspiring or good, because she needs to be humbled just a little bit. I think most people can benefit from a single slice of humble pie, and then also a little bit of self-reflection to see what the pie did not account for, because that's where you find your true strength. Humility plus a little bit of self-awareness, which is why I'm fantastic at everything, and I don't need to improve on anything. And that's why I'm great. Oh, do you know what I miss? There was a specific, so stupid. I mistook the mushroom in the corner of my peripheral for like a burrito. I don't know why. I'm not very clever sometimes. I'm super clever all of the time, but I thought it was a burrito. And it reminded me, there was this burrito chain that used to be like right near where I used to live. And it was the only time I had done a dine and dash. And for those who are unawares, a dine and dash is for when you get a meal and don't pay. I'd only ever done it once in my life. I know, someone as evil as me, you'd expect it quite a lot, but you know, I like supporting businesses. Because then I can use their employees down the line, you know, I need to keep a good rapport. But I think that day, I was about like 15, 14 years old, and I was celebrating a birthday party of one of my friends, and we were having a great time in this restaurant, because of course, we were at a restaurant without parental supervision, and we were having a great time. And we have been, chatterboxes all our lives, so we chatted and had a wonderful time, and then eventually the night draws to a close, and we get a little brr brr on our phones, and it is our families patiently expecting us in the car park. And so we all get up and trot out the door while still chatting, and we don't even... We say thank you on the way out to the waitstaff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We get to the outside. We get about halfway down to the car park. Who paid? Did you pay? Did you pay? Oh no! And we genuinely thought we'd be going to prison because we were young and we didn't expect it. We were already running late, so one of us eventually had to like fess up to our parents, who immediately stormed back with all of us in tow and made us pay properly. It was unintentional. But at least those burritos were nice. Those were good burritos. Burritos and churros, it was great. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Well, the best you can get in the UK, so they're probably like way worse than native, but they were good for a party. WACEY is better because she didn't fumble Uma Musume yet. Exactly. I'm just better. At least the food was good. Oh, the food was superb. I remember that day specifically, the churros sundae. It was ginormous. And bear in mind, I was there with friends. We split about 3 of them between all of us, which, thinking back on it, germs probably not good, but food-wise, delicious, just delicious. Having fun in there, Apina? Have you thought about what you've done yet? You have friends, WACEY? I have friends? What, you think Lacey and Stacy are the more popular ones and I just stay in my room mumbling and grumbling? I mean, now I do, but I used to have friends growing up, okay? I put pitiful human companionship on the wayside, you know? And I don't miss sharing a churros sundae. Yeah, I don't miss it. Wait, did I wither away? You escaped. Well, the prison's not gonna work if only one of you is in prison. I'm a fair and just dictator. Well, Apina, you're breaking out. Wait, the walls aren't destructible? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Get put in the particle accelerator. Okay, now I feel bad. I'm gonna free you. Clear. Can I get back into the jail? Nope, you're not getting special treatment. You're staying. You're staying on the ground with the rest of them. You're not getting put in sky jail like some sort of silly cat. Oh, have you seen videos of cats being like picked up and being like, oh, you're being put in air jail? It's very cute. I only use the internet really to look at silly cats and the occasional how to do skateboard trick videos. It's just if you don't have any free time, you can't learn to skateboard, but if you do have free time, you can learn to skateboard. And I think I would look really cool with a little backwards cap, okay? I think I'd look quite fashionable. Yeah, when I was growing up, I was really obsessed with this one skate park near my house because I thought, oh, that would make me look so excessively cool. And so one day I go down there, I sneak out without permission, and I trot down to the skate park where all the cooler kids were hanging out, and I walk up to them, and I go,
"Can I have a ride on your board, please?"
And they obviously go, "How old are you?" And I go,
"Well, I'm 13 and a half, and that's old enough for skateboard."
And they laughed at me so hard that I trotted back home. Old enough to skateboard. That was my line. I'm old enough to skateboard. Lame. I was, you know, this is why I put human relationships behind me. Because if nobody was there and there was just skateboards, I could have learned how to skateboard, but then I just had to trot back home. Instead, Lacey can go be the nice little sociable one, and I can stay here in my nice little cozy room with my mushrooms. I still have the tab open of the hit video game movie Pixels featuring Adam Sandler. Unacceptable. See, this is what I thought. I thought skating people would be rather inviting. In retrospect, I'm pretty sure that none of them were actually skateboarding, because I saw people skateboarding and then I saw a group sat in front of the skateboarders. Maybe that's what they were laughing at, actually. I don't understand who ridicules someone for having a passion. I feel like that's the issue right now in our hashtag society. Society is so afraid of people trying to do something because you might look uncool for a little bit, because things are forever. And that has kind of made people afraid to try and be earnest. I, for example, am earnestly evil. And I think we should all embrace what we are earnestly passionate about. That's why I think VTubing is so it's a masterclass in being yourself by creating yourself. Aw, thank you, Pavel. I need to pester Lacey into actually bloody uploading YouTube clips soon, because she's very lazy. As we know, Lacey is short for lazy WACEY. What do you do to be evil? Well, do you not go to, so you go to evil, a specific evil university. I studied evilology. But with a minor in scheming and dastardly tricks. I didn't get a great score, but it's just a piece of paper to say that you're talented at something. So it works. I'm pretty good at making booby traps. Booby. I really enjoy little schemes, but I want to diversify a little bit, and I want to go the sort of mad scientist route on occasion. I dabble. WACEY went to Evil University, aka Clown University. Yeah, it's yeah, sure, whatever. It's short for Could Lacey overcome WACEY's no. numbers. WACEY can, yeah, can? Could, brackets, you, let? I forgot what it was already. See, this is why I didn't get a master. This is why I didn't do like a minor in wordplay and schemes, because, you know, wordplay is tricky. Could Lacey overcome WACEY's numbers? Exactly, that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. And the answer is no, because I'm better. I'm not better at short-term memory, but my goodness, am I better at scheming. Oh, I love making traps in Minecraft. I watch those videos where it's like, top 5 traps in Minecraft that your friends will never expect when you're on a Minecraft realm. I watch all of them. I practice. I like doing little schemes, little goofs, little gaffs. I like making little mysteries. I like doing little evil riddles. Don't let me play Minecraft. It is a good time. I have way too good of a time with Minecraft. Yeah, I feel like I should probably play Minecraft if I ever return. Maybe I should get my own account. Nah, that's expensive. I'll just mooch off Lacey's. I share quite a lot of Lacey's accounts. I share her Netflix account, but it's really funny because I can see what she's watching all the time. So I know exactly how far she is into Beastars. I asked her if she was a furry, but apparently it's air quote, just got good and mature writing and an engaging world building, which sounds like an excuse for being a furry. First Sonic and now Beastars, that's a slippery slope, Lacey. Slippery slope. More of a downward pit. I saw this discussion online as to whether Sonic characters technically count as furries. I guess they do. They are anthropomorphic in a sense, but they don't really adhere to the art style. I'd have to ask Lacey about it though. Oh goodness, okay. Back on topic, sorry, I realized that it's a Halloween special and yet I've not really discussed much that's squeak actually Halloweeny. So, do you want to hear about something very cool? If you ever want to get stellar service anywhere, pretend you are a secret shopper and or an undercover reviewer. You need to have a certain gravitas to you. You need to have a certain confidence. You need to be scrolling stuff down all the time. You need to make a substitution on the menu. And you need to be rather well versed. Bonus points if you're shopping by yourself. If you're shopping in a sort of mid to high end place, you will get good service. Have you ever thought about playing some games with the audience? I want to maybe confer with Lacey about this, but here's my personal feelings. I feel like... I feel like my personal perspective is that I like making streams for you all, with you included at some points. I kind of don't want to, personally, play too many games with the audience because then those who aren't playing feel like they're just watching a group of friends hang out. And as much as I do appreciate you all being here, and plus you're here for Lacey, you're not particularly here for me, which you should be, I feel like more entertainment for you is better in a sense. Although maybe the occasional Jackbox couldn't kill anyone. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the alien dance. Yeah, but I like taking what other people have done and doing a little spin on it. I think you'll really enjoy Lacey's upcoming plans, let's say. I'm actually a really big fan of them, you know, she managed to... Monkeys and typewriters, you know, she'll get there eventually. Monkeys and typewriters is such a good phrase to me. What is the actual study? Wait. Me, you, me, one orange. Oh yeah, the infinite monkey theorem. A thought experiment that says within an infinite amount of time, a monkey hitting random keys on a typewriter would eventually type out any given text. Thank you, summary. I forget that global emotes are a thing. The last time I really thought about global emotes being a thing is when they got rid of the gun run one, which, considering everything that went down, I think that's the least that could have happened. Goodness heavens. Have you ever just wanted to give someone a hug through the screen? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We can mourn together. Well, I'm trying to decide on whether I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Let me have a little ponder. Just one little ponder. Just one. I'm trying to see... I'm trying to see if I know any Halloween songs for karaoke. Halloween karaoke. The thing is, I don't think I have the vocal tone for most spooky songs. Karaoke, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. How terrifying. I haven't actually, okay, hands in the air. I haven't seen Nightmare Before Christmas. Do FNAF songs count? I assume. You know what? Maybe I won't sing them this stream, but I'll leave them as a nice little recording that I may post on the Twitters at some point, just because I think it would be funny. And plus, I'm pretty sure I still know Lacey's login, so... I just can't get over the fact that, a fan song for Five Nights at Freddy's managed to make it into the theatrical release. Genuinely, gobsmacked. I was in the theater, heard that, genuinely snorting with laughter. I'm sorry, not to make fun of it or anything, but just it's the funny horror song, you know? It's the Tornado March. It makes me giggle. It's been so long. I'm so excited for the second FNAF movie. I feel like they did a pretty decent job adapting FNAF 1 into a movie. See? I can like scary games up to an extent. Just not too scary. Because otherwise I get really scared. And when I get really scared, I start disappearing people into the coal mines. The children yearn for the mines. I've still not seen the movie. I've seen it way more times than you'd expect. So I saw it once in theaters. Once because someone posted the entire thing to Twitter once as a meme. And so I just sat down with it. And then, what was the third and final time? Oh, I didn't have this experience, but Lacey did. Turns out it's already part of in-flight movies. Must have misremembered that. Yeah. And I liked the mild resurgence of Josh Hutcherson memes. Sometimes there really is just a celebrity for everyone. He may be for Apple's tool, but my goodness, do the people on the Twitters and definitely the Tumblrs find him a cutie patootie. I personally don't get the appeal, but you do you, gang. Do whatever your heart desires. Goodness, the things people like on the Tumblrs is terrifying. I'd prefer to go to Reddit for romantic persuasions more than Tumblr. They're scary. Is it actually a good movie though? For someone who doesn't care for the games, would I enjoy it? Well, Lacey's older brother seemed to quite like it despite not knowing much about Five Nights at Freddy's, but I've heard mixed opinions. Some say it's a bit too much in the information way. I don't know, it's confusing. I think personally it was pretty easy to follow. I think just a few people went into it being like, it's the funny robot movie. Well, to be fair, it was the funny robot movie. It's a good movie, not a good horror movie. Precisely. It's more of a thriller. Would I say thriller? It's accessible. It's accessible. I sneezed and you can't hear it. I know all of you would make that your ringtone or something freaky. Hopefully Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is going to be real horror. I assume so. Baby's first horror, I would argue. Maybe, yeah. I'd say so. It's not very hand-holdy, but it's not too dark. Ringtone from a sneeze is crazy. I don't know what you people like. I've seen people spam Tuskaroo. Do you consider Alien to be a scary movie? Like medium, I guess. Depends on how old you are when you watch Alien, I guess. Sneeze remix when? That's it. I found my niche. Hi, I'm WACEY and I'm the sneeze tuber. I shall sneeze for the next 4 hours. One second, I'm just going to, I'm getting rather jealous of everybody's lovely, lovely avatars. And I want to customize mine to have a little mask too. Wait, 1 second. Just need to check that my thing is still awake. Ow! Okay, that was me that time. I get a concussion at this point. Who keeps having these random things around that they can throw at me? I have a friend that refuses to watch Alien because it looks terrifying to them. There's a certain jankiness that I kind of understand, but it's not overwhelmingly scary, I'd say. Ow! Where do you keep getting these things from? This is my room. Do you have just a bag full of stuff? Looks like Lacey's Halloween costume is just WACEY. I have no clue what you're talking about. Lacey has a nice Halloween costume. She's going as a bee. I have a better one. I'm going as a wasp, but I did it first. I did it first, okay? You had a burger lying around and you wouldn't share? Well, Lacey kept going on about smash burgers, so I had to try it out. Anyways, let me change the mask. There we go. That should come through. A scary clown. How fun. I don't understand for a second. No offense, people that went to clown school. I don't understand how clowns can be seen as anything but horrifying. They're just scary. They're just scary. Who would like that in the sense of, oh, it's a funny guy in fluorescent clothes wearing a random red afro, honking their nose and spraying water at people. That sounds like a cryptid. That sounds like someone you don't want to meet in a dark alley. I'm sorry, there's probably some clowns out there that'll make it worth it. I've heard the Ace Attorney lady is hot on the presses, but I don't know. What's in it with clowns? You're not funny, you wouldn't get it? Oh, I'm sorry, Apina, that I'm making your clown degree redundant. I'm funny, though. Some people definitely want to meet them in a dark alley. Are there people that are distinctly attracted to clowns? They must have had a field day in 2016. Killer clowns, more like. Killer looks. They're called Twitch chat. This guy with the jokes. Wait, that means I'm the clown. I mean, my avatar in a sense has a little clown mask on down there, so I guess so. Hear me out, clown jester girls are hot. You can't put clown and jester in the same sentence. I think the inherent sort of gymnastics adjacent look of jesters make them a little bit more attractive. I think any person in skin tight clothing looks pretty cool because the female form's pretty great. So I understand the jester thing. Clowns, no, though. If I'm about to confess under the cherry blossom tree and she goes, I do, I'm sorry, I'm ripping up my letter and I'm frolicking away. Confessing to a clown girl under the cherry blossom trees. I'll go to bed because it's 3 a.m. in Siberia. Have a wonderful... Thank you, Pavel. Have a good rest. Probably won't be much longer myself. I need to go, make sure the deadbolts on the door are quite strong, because I'm having a feeling that Lacey's probably going to pinpoint where I am soon. No, I need people to make art of that. Leave the poor guy alone. He's been making plenty of art. Anytime I see art of me in particular, I stick it up and put it on my wall. Not sure about Lacey. I think she just keeps it in a nice orderly folder. But I stick it up like some sort of serial killer. So talented, it's insane. I know, right? Have you ever streamed for someone that's better at art than you and is exceptionally talented, and so you want to stream more so that you pay your end of the bargain? I mean, I haven't, but I imagine Lacey has at some point. Oh goodness, I really need to get Lacey back down into the editing mines. In fact... Oh, speaking of Lacey... Oh no. I think, everyone, I have alarming news. I think Lacey might be approaching. And that means I might have to dash. I see her climbing the spiral staircase. She's gonna be here for like T-1 minute. Do you have any closing thoughts? Any passing Halloween notes? I'm personally very excited to wear my little wasp costume. It was fun hanging with you, WACEY. Oh, thanks. I appreciate. It was lovely to see you again, even though you know, some of you were vile and terrible and not worth my army. The rest of you are fine. So, I never have thoughts. Well, I have plenty of thoughts. I have thoughts about like lobsters and fishing and
Wait,
like.
you can't kick me out of my own stream.
Yeah, I can.
It's not my fault. I didn't schedule it.
It is your fault.
It was, but
Yeah.
let me back in.
No. Stay away.
You suck.
You suck. Oh, good heavens. I hate that lady. In fact, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind. Thank you all for being here. 1 second. I need to go fight someone. Hey. I don't know. What are you doing? What are you doing? Guys? Guys? Hey, you there? Hello? Wait, WACEY, so the thing is the lights went out in my house, so I came over to work out what was going on, and turns out, I guess WACEY hijacked the stream, and I don't think she's got a particularly good, lighting budget, because, I guess she just hijacked all of my lights. WACEY stole your PC. Yeah. WACEY, wait. WACEY? WACEY. Can you be, like, tolerable for a second? No, she's not gonna give me back my lights. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix the lights next time she gets back here. Hey. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the stream because apparently somebody is stealing all of my lighting. God, I just want to throw her in the stocks, in ye stocks. So I'm sorry I had to deal with WACEY for like 2 hours. Sorry I was so late on the Halloween celebrations. I'll probably upload something at some point to celebrate on the actual day. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for humoring her. Bicey? Question mark? I'm not gonna raid. This is too confusing of a stream. I'm just sending you to the gallows. Bye, Lacey. Bye, everyone. Thank you for the brief stop by. Bye. Good to see you for a little while, Lacey. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next week. Take care, okay? Now I need to go do something. Right then. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Don't steal my stream again.